You're listening to America First with Dr. G.
Renaissance men are hard to find. I know a couple, though, and one of them is Mike Lindell. It's not good enough that he gives us a good night's sleep when we rest our head on one of his My Pillows. My whole family has them. 51 million sold. My team loves them. He's also a filmmaker, an executive producer. And the latest movie is called Church People, a hilarious faith-based comedy starring Thor Ramsey, Stephen Baldwin, Donald Faison, and Joey Fatone, with a special guest appearance by Mike himself. Church People is a hilarious and heartwarming reminder that the gospel is enough. It starts when America's youth pastor, Guy Sides, realizes he's stuck in a mega church marketing machine and wants to find his passion again. But when Guy attempts to get back to the heart of his ministry, he's thrust into the throes of dissuading his misguided church leadership from performing a strange and potentially blasphemous stunt for the upcoming Easter service while navigating his own personal problems. Church People will leave you laughing out loud while ultimately reminding you of the true meaning of the gospel. You can stream Church People now with us at salemnow.com. Use promo code GORKA for extra savings. That's Church People. Watch it today. Mike Lindell's latest movie. Go to salemnow.com and use promo code GORKA. All right. From is it are we going from comedy to serious? No, it's absurdity that we're going to go to now. It shouldn't be because it's national security, but this story is absurd. We're going to connect with one of our favorites. It's been far too long. Kristina Wong, the Pentagon and national security correspondent for the juggernaut that is BreitbartNews.com. Kristina, welcome back to America First.
Hi, Dr. Gorka. Thank you for having me on your show.
Absolutely. The door is always open. So we have a new Secretary of Defense, Lloyd Austin, who by rights shouldn't be Secretary of Defense. He was a general far too recently. He got some kind of waiver that even the GOP agreed to in his Senate hearing. He said, we have enemies, quote unquote enemies in the U.S. Armed Forces. When he came in, he ordered a 60-day stand down, not to look for jihadists like Ahmed Ali Aliwi Al-Issa, the Colorado shooter, but to look for, I don't know, Trump hat-wearing extremists, quote-unquote white supremacists. You've got a story, we're posting it now, about the blowback in the Navy. What is the Navy training its people or encouraging American servicemen and women to do, Kristina?
Yeah, I think it's funny that the Biden administration promised not to politicize the military, but it seems like that's exactly what they're doing. And so, as you mentioned, Austin, he to root out extremists in the military. And so he's called for this stand down in the military to root out this extremism. So the Navy, every service has to do some sort of training for the members. And so the Navy put together this 50-page slideshow to help guide.
Well, when I was in the Defense Department, we would call that death by PowerPoint, a 50-page slide deck. Are you kidding me? That's what you do when you want to take a nap like Biden in the afternoon. Tell us, what was in these 50 pages of PowerPoint death?
Yes. Well, I'll tell you what's not in there, what they mean by, quote, extremism. So there's this push to root out extremism. It doesn't once define what exactly extremism is, which is bad because that leaves it open to interpretation. However, it does instruct sailors to tell on each other if they see any sort of suspected or actual extremist behaviors without even describing what that is. So now you've got sailors looking at one another, looking for these extremist clues. I mean, what is that? Is that a Trump bumper sticker? Is that Pepe the Frog meme that they posted? It's not clear.
Or is it Pepe Le Pew? Is it somebody who likes Pepe Le Pew is the question, or Dr. Seuss? Let me ask you, Kristina, is there mention of real extremist organizations like, I don't know, Antifa or Black Lives Matter?
Well, it's funny that you mention Black Lives Matter because it is in the slides and it says it's okay to talk about. So it explicitly says it's authorized, it's okay. but it doesn't describe.
So that's not
you know,
extremism. So you get a pass if you agree with the organization that is behind the violence for 10 months in America that says the nuclear family is bad, and which was founded by people, see the video, it's out there, who say we are trained Marxists. That organization gets a pass in the American Navy.
Exactly, and that's being sent out to every single sailor in the military for authorized discussion.
All right, so I have to ask you, because you have very, very good connections across the services. You've broken some amazing stories out of Fort Bragg, the home of the Green Berets, and elsewhere. Are you getting any response, any anonymous feedback on, is there a chilling effect of this 60-day stand down, or how are people relating to these attempts to root out the extremists? Are they laughing at it, or are they disturbed, Kristina Wong?
They're disturbed. So I had some sources come to me about this stand down, and they were given a chart that showed potential hate symbols. And on that chart, which was given to them by, I believe, the New York Police Department Intelligence Bureau, of just simply what to look out for, there was Pay the Frog on it, as well as...
Hang on, say that again. We lost you for a moment. What was on the chart that they received from the NYPD Intel unit?
Yes, Pepe the Frog was...
So the cartoon figure, Pepe the Frog.
Yes, that is very popular among the political right. That's considered a potential hate symbol. And then you have the Oath Keepers, and then you have the Proud Boys, and I believe you have the 3%ers, which there are a lot of patriotic members of the military who subscribe to the belief of the 3%ers, which they believe is a patriotic idea. So
well, what about the A symbol? What about the Antifa symbol? Was that on the list of no symbols?
No, it was not on symbols. Was not on there. And just anecdotally, there's stories posted by Jack Posobiec, people reaching out saying that there are some members who ask about this, ask about, well, is Antifa considered an extremist organization? And they get told, we're not here to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that. Or the riots last summer, that caused mass destruction and numerous police injuries. It's pretty bad.
Let me be clear here. If a military can't talk truthfully about the threats, then it can't keep us safe. They are politicizing our military, which is what happens in totalitarian regimes. Follow this lady right now, Breitbart's Pentagon and National Security Correspondent, Kristina _Wong, Kristina with a K, W-O-N-G. We're going to post the article right now. It's Navy training materials urge duty to report suspected or actual extremist behaviors within the ranks. They've already begun. God bless you, Kristina. Keep doing what you do. I'm Sebastian Gorka. This is America First, broadcasting from the Refactor.com studios, just outside the insalubrious, fetid swamp that is Washington, D.C. Back with Ken Cuccinelli. You're simply going about your life, running errands, picking up the kids, getting gas, or attending church. In a split second, a normal day turns into the worst day of your life. And while a self-defense incident may only take seconds, the legal fallout can last years. That's why I'm proud to tell you about U.S. Law Shield. They relentlessly protect law-abiding citizens every single day. For just $10.95 per month, you'll have immediate 24/7, 365 access to an attorney-answered emergency hotline and won't pay a penny in attorney's fees. Members also have direct access to attorneys for state-specific guidelines on firearm and self-defense law. Now, U.S. Law Shield is not a legal firm and is underwritten by third-party insurers in many states. State law and insurance regulations apply. So please see the website for the applicable underwriting company and terms of coverage. call 833-4-GUN-LAW. That's 833, the number 4-GUN-LAW. Or just go to uslawshield.com/America for a very special radio offer. You'll feel better having U.S. Law Shield on your side. That number, 833-4-GUN-LAW, or just go to uslawshield.com/America.